deadlifts. I personally like to do deadlifts last in my workout, and I know that's completely different than just what everybody else does because it's a major muscle building exercise. So people want to do a lot of weight on it. They like to do it at the beginning of the workout when they're fresh. I like the opposite. About probably 8 or 9 years ago, I started going deadlifts last in my workout because Jordan Yates became the business. He suggested it, and I've always liked it a lot better. Also because if you do deadlifts right, you should be exhausted. You should be about done with everything. It actually takes so much out of you. So everything else is going to suffer afterwards. I've always liked to do deadlifts last. When I put people through them, they usually don't like doing them last, but they get used to it. Also, you can notice I do my deadlifts way different than a traditional deadlift. You can do a traditional deadlift, okay? And I know that you guys know the form when the bar's on the ground, right? Walk up to it, right? You arch your back, your chest out, keep your hips low, your chest out, and pull up, boom, stop, come down, because I'll show those in a second. You're gonna notice when I show my deadlifts, I'm purposefully not going all the way down. It's more of a bodybuilding style work deadlift instead of a powerlifting deadlift. So I'm purposely trying to take my hips, my glutes, and my hamstrings out of it, and I'm trying to keep the tension on my back, make my back do the work. So, grab the weight, you'll see, once I pick it up, this is still the top of everybody's deadlift. You know, you're always like this at the top. When you watch, when I go down, I'm purposely stopping right about mid-shins and pulling up. And I'm focusing on just squeezing my back at the top, not over-exaggerating it. But I only go down not that far. Now, if you're doing a traditional deadlift, right, you walk up, make sure that your shins are almost touching the bar. You wrap down. Some people do an over-under grip. Some people go overhand. No one does this. I'm okay with the over-under. My only personal problem with that, from a bodybuilding standpoint, with the physique, if you always pull with this one over, this one under, because usually everybody has one they find more comfortable. For me, it's this. Your back is going to develop unevenly when you're pulling like that because you're pulling a little bit different. So ideally, if you're going to do the mixed grip, you should alternate this, then this one the next time. This one set. This one. I always grab an overhand grip. I don't like this grip. Also, people tend to, when it gets really heavy, you'll read about injuries on biceps, on deadlift. It's usually the arm that's facing out. Because when it gets heavy, people can't quite lock out, they tend to just start going like this. Boom, now you hurt your bicep. I like the overhand grip, you pull it up. I use chalk. If I have to use wraps on my heavy sets, I'll use wraps on my heavy set. But that's up to you. The big thing as trainers, you've got to use caution. You've got to stop people from performing most bad. You can't sit there and watch, oh, but they were going for a personal record as their back is hunched like this. Because no one's seen any results with a hurt back, okay? So, again, don't go for the purple heart on the deadlifts, okay? If you don't think you're gonna get that rep, if you don't think you're fine, stop, it's fine. Okay, we're not gonna set any world records here, okay? You just wanna get a good workout, feel the muscles in the back, but not so you get injured. So, if you're on a regular deadlift, you walk up, right? Grab right outside your shins, make sure that butt is low, arch your back. You see from the side, can you move the camera to this way? You'll see that my hips are lower than my shoulders, right? My hips are lower than my shoulders, my chest is out. I can see this BLN in the mirror the whole time. So if you're looking straight ahead, you're going to see that BLN right here. It's never like this. It's like this. Now my arm, my elbow, my knees are inside my arms, looking straight ahead. I'm not looking up, I'm not looking down. We used to tell people to look up all the time. We all did. Coaches did. It's actually going to strain your neck too much. Look more straight ahead, or even slightly down, but keep your neck neutral the whole time. Here, deep breath, up, and you're going to stand up, block it out, come down, stop, arch your back. If you're going to do it from the ground, I like a dead stop. Literally stop each time. Don't bounce it. Literally stop every single time. Get set, up, all the way down, stop, arch your back, chest out, up. Or if you do it my way, it's going to be more like this. Either way, back always stays arched, head straight ahead. Okay? You guys go.